God doesn't need to shout. He doesn't rule by brute strength. He doesn't need to stand from his throne and do like this. All he needs to do is to speak. He rules by decrees. So even though the utterance is faint, all of God is traveling with those words. God can visit you again and again and again to advance an introduction of himself in such a way that is consistent with the path that he has ordained you to walk. So we don't know how many times God had to visit Abraham in order to register the fact that he was the God that quickens the dead. He was the God that calls those things that be not as though they were. I don't know how many times he had to do that, but if God needs to do it 1,000 times, he will show up 1,001 times until that introduction is received. It took 3 generations for God to introduce himself to humankind as the El Shaddai. That's how determined God can be when he wants to introduce himself to your human spirit. If God wants you to see him, you will see him.